Okay, so to to know yourself as an individual, infinite being of bliss consciousness, there, and that you are fully functional right now as an individual, infinite being of bliss consciousness, there is very simple. There, it it takes doing it again and again. It's much like um, weightlifting or exercising there, and you're building up more and more strength there. So it's very simple. Just holding the eardrums gently closed and listening to and feeling the roar of your own individual personal bliss consciousness. Just listen and feel there. Uh, really making that point. Just listen and feel. You don't have any idea of what it's like. Don't try to match it up with anything, because you don't have any idea of what your bliss consciousness is like there. So just listen and feel the roar and the vibration of your own individual personal bliss consciousness. And the rest of the time, the mantra Ram. See the similarity? Ram. Okay, so just do this over and over and over again. It takes repetition there, and spontaneously, gradually, spontaneously, you will start living more and more in your bliss consciousness there. You will spontaneously start living more and more deeply in your bliss consciousness. Now, there's a lot to deal with on the planet right now. There always is. There's just a handful of some very evil people right now there that causing worldwide, panic there. So it's so highly important to just stop and listen and feel the roar and vibration of your bliss consciousness there. And the more you do this, the more you will experience your all-powerfulness there, your infinite, permanent, all-powerfulness there. You will begin to experience your endless power there more and more each time you just stop and listen and feel the roar and vibration of your bliss consciousness. And when you can't do this, it's when you're feeling just swamped with stuff there. It takes some strength to just stop and internally or externally there. Or spontaneously, you will start to feel your all-powerfulness more and more there, and again and again you will pull yourself out of misery there. Again and again, just stop and or with both of them, just listen and feel the roar of your own individual, personal bliss consciousness. The more you do this, the more quickly you will come back from the thoughts that are overwhelming you and stuff. And because you know more and more deeply the relief, the the relief from the misery there, and the solutions will spontaneously happen there. So it's much like um, building up strength and endurance with exercise of any kind, or weightlifting there. It just takes doing it. It just takes doing it. And don't beat yourself up there either. You said, oh, I could have stopped 5 minutes ago and done this. No, no, just stop and listen and feel the roar and vibration of your bliss consciousness, and you will realize that you will never, ever, ever punish yourself there. You will realize that you were simply using your all-powerful energy there in those ways of thinking that way and doing whatever there. You are, as an individual infinite being of bliss consciousness, are all-knowing and all-powerful there. You are your bliss your bliss is energy, infinite, indestructible, permanent, all-powerful energy there, and you are merely playing with your energy there, whether you are unconscious of being an individual being of bliss, or conscious, knowing, realized there, unrealized or realized, it doesn't matter there. You are the energy and the energy holder molder there, and you are simply playing with your energy. You're simply using your energy in one way or another there. So when you feel uncomfortable about how you're using your energy, when you notice that you're feeling uncomfortable, and your guilt-free self-honesty will develop spontaneously more and more, because you know from repeatedly going back and just listening and feeling the roar and vibration of your bliss consciousness, you'll spontaneously realize there's no crucifixion there. There's no damning there. It's just back, soaring in your infinite, all-powerful, all-knowing, spontaneously self-luminous, overwhelmingly intoxicating, infinitely creative, overwhelmingly intoxicating bliss consciousness there. So again, your strength in being able to stop and go back to this and ram will spontaneously develop the more you do this there. And the more you do this, you will spontaneously experience freeing yourself from the misery you were experiencing. You'll immediately experience how you're able to, instead of flowing your energy through thoughts that make you miserable, to just flowing and soaring in your bliss consciousness. And then whatever because problems come up here on this planet that's full of unrealized beings of bliss consciousness. Problems come up, or even, you get a flat tire, your computer blows up or something there. And the solutions will spontaneously come there. Just, it's that simple there. And through repeatedly just stopping and or rum and listening to and feeling the roar and vibration of your bliss consciousness, you will spontaneously realize more and more the infiniteness of your all-powerfulness there, and you will fall deeper and deeper in love with yourself there. Don't wait. Don't wait.